This is the ThorpyFX Hanami, the latest fuzz pedal from ThorpyFX. A new fuzz pedal from ThorpyFX is always going to be a good time, and the Hanami is no exception. You guys know I have a little bit of an affiliation with ThorpyFX at this point. I do a lot of their social media content, so I've had the Hanami for a couple of weeks now, and I wasn't going to make this video. ThorpyFX isn't expecting me to make this video, but I've been enjoying this pedal so much that I thought I had to share it with you guys real quick. I guess the philosophy behind this pedal is that ThorpyFX has the Fallout Cloud, their Big Muff style pedal, and then they did have the Boneyard, their limited edition tone bender, all tone benders in one style pedal. And the Hanami is a fuzz pedal that sits almost bang in the middle of those two things. And that isn't something that's really out there at the moment. It's definitely vintage inspired, but it can also be incredibly aggressive. And there are also a few, I wouldn't call them secret settings in the pedal, but a few things that this can do that maybe you wouldn't expect. Also, not to mention that ThorpyFX has a little new direction in terms of the aesthetics of their pedal, and I think this pedal is absolutely gorgeous. The flowers on the side of it are so detailed and so high definition. It looks really classy, really, really beautiful pedal. So let's get some tones straight away. I guess the way that you interact with this pedal is similar to the Fallout Cloud in the fact that you have really powerful treble and bass controls, and then simple level and boost. Boost I see as almost like your fuzz control, your gain control. Huge. Actually, it's not super high gain. It sounds really high gain and aggressive, but I actually feel like it's just the fatness of it that makes it feel that way. There is plenty of gain in this. Let's first mess around with the treble and bass controls though. I don't know if they're exactly lifted from the Fallout Cloud, but it's that sort of thing. Very powerful controls. Crazy, really, really cool. It has an interesting mid-range that I can't quite place in terms of being inspired by another fuzz pedal. I don't think I've heard another fuzz pedal that has that same frequency range in terms of the mid-range. And then adjusting the treble and bass around it is huge. The bass control especially has a really wide scope to it. usable with the boost all the way down. That might even be one of my more favourite tones out of this pedal. It's incredibly warm sounding. It's very warm sounding. That might have something to do with the fact that this pedal is absolutely jam-packed full of germanium. It's like, I think there's something like 4 germanium transistors in here, along with at least 1 germanium diode or 2. And maybe that's contributing to not only that warmth, but also that kind of more amp-like vintage feel to it. Let's play some single coils. Tell you what it's reminding me of, sort of, is like a really amped up, juiced up power booster. You know, there's a colour sound power booster, that sort of thing, because that could get sort of fuzzy at the top end of things. And this kind of feels like it's taking off from there in some senses. Really cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, I guess if you're looking for something slightly different with your fuzz tone, but still has a germanium vintage feel, the Hanami is a good shout. It sounds great, it looks great, and ThorpyFX is always built impeccably.